All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. In today's tutorial, Isa over here and myself, Julian, we're going to talk about bull flags, bear flags. How do you trade them? What are some good entries and exits that, will be good? You want to look at the bull flag and bear flag and see, what are the potential gains? Can you actually make more than what you're risking? And this is what we're going to show you. This is the way we trade. We're not financial advisor, but this is how we trade. So live to you with Isa over here. Isa, I know you have some very nice examples over here, so let's show to our viewers.
All right, thank you, Juliano. Good morning, everyone. So today we want to talk about bull flags, and I've got two that I want to share with you guys. Let me show you guys right here. So I'm going to start off with HBAR. It's a coin that we've been talking about a little bit this week, and it's got some good potential. So if you can see here that they had quite a rise. This rise right here, for example, we look at was about 140% rise during that time. So when we see a bull flag like this, you see a huge rise, and then you see some consolidation within the. One second. So then you see some consolidation, and it's lower highs and then lower lows, but it goes kind of in a sideways channel. What I like about this one is once it does break above this level right here, which it keeps bouncing back and hitting its head, that's when I would enter with a rise in volume as well. So an entry level that I looked at was a 0.32. And then what you do is you copy this, which is going to be the length of the bull flag, and you want to bring it over. So I dragged it over here, and that's going to show you your the likelihood of where it's going to be going. So right here, I did an entry of 32.32 as a pretend breakout. And then our stop loss is going to be right below where it would dip back into that channel. So stop loss is -6%, and an entry is 0.32. Our first target is going to be 0.35, a 9% gain. We want to sell about 25% of our holdings right here. And then I would sell about 50% of my holdings right here. Another target of 0.39. And then target 3, I would sell the rest of it at 0.42, which gives you a 34% gain. Now, the reason I'm selling early, and a lot of people would say, well, you're not reaching your full potential on the targets, our probabilities go down as you move up. So very high probability for target 1, very high probability for target 2, and somewhat likely of a probability for target 3 we should hit. After that, most of these coins, or any stock really, will retrace, and it'll try and hit support again. So what you can do is you can look at this where it was, and once it goes back down, that's another buy opportunity. So you can enter again, and this is where it will hopefully get your final target, which is up here if you do want to stay in this. Now, this is a weekly chart, so one thing I do want to point out is this would take quite a bit of time. And if you're confident in the coin and you feel like it's going to go somewhere, then you can just hodl and keep going and hit those targets along the way. Juliana, anything you want to add about this chart?
No, that's a fantastic view over here. One thing that I'm going to point out for the viewers is that the higher the time frame, the higher the likelihood that the pattern will succeed, right? So you're talking a weekly chart, talking a daily chart, you're talking about 1 minute or 2 minutes, 5 minutes. The probability is very low on the lower time frame, and the probability is very high on the high time frame. I like to look at the daily charts, and there have been some studies about bull flags and bear flags, and the likelihood that they succeed is about 65 to 70% of the time that they will complete its move. And what Isa is showing you over here is a weekly chart of HBAR. Is a hot crypto market right now is exploding, and he's giving you a perfect example of where you would enter, where you put your stop loss, and where exits along the way. And he has a very good point over here. Bull flags are likely to succeed about 70% of the time, but they also have a likelihood of 70% of retracing after they kind of hit this potential. So if you're entering at some point and then it moves to the upside, you complete the flag, his likelihood is going to come back right back down to your entry, or even a little more. So that's the things that you have to watch out. And this drawing that he drew over there are perfect. You can see the support, you can see the flag, and you can see the probability of them retracing to that to those spots of support and resistance.
Yeah, thank you. And the other one that I want to bring to your attention was a RVN coin. So we see a bull flag here, similar pattern. It goes up, rises, then it has this channel where it consolidates throughout. If we wanted to enter right here, I did a pretend breakout. So entry is going to be 18. Stop loss, we want stop loss about 0.165. If it breaks back down into this channel, it's going to be a minus 8% for your stop loss. But these gains that you're gaining, 15%, 38%, 66% along the way, make that stop loss worth it. If it were to hit for some reason, it just looks like these gains are going to outdo the stop loss. So same with the other ones, the entry 18, target 1.21, target 2.25, target 3.30. So I go up about halfway. Some traders like to go further, and that's fine. It just really depends on what the market's doing, this can all change in one day. So we just have to keep a close eye on it.
No, that's a perfect showing over here, guys. This is Isa talking about cryptocurrency. The hot market right now is a very strong bull market with a lot of volatility. So he showed you two bull flags on two cryptocurrencies that have been forming has been forming a bull flag live for you, and this is where he would enter. And if you like to do the same, these are he has shown you on the screen, the entries and stops that he will do. Lisa, do you have any other that you would like to show? I have some other ones that I like to show as well. We have some,
I'll bring it back to you, Giuliano. Thank you.
All right, so guys, Isa showed you two examples. I'm going to show you some examples myself, and the hottest one I'm going to show you is actually Bitcoin, that is actually going very crazy right now. While we are doing this live video, the cryptocurrency market is actually having a very high volatility day between yesterday and today. What I'd like to show you guys is something here that have been Rect Capital is a very reputable company over here that have done some huge analysis on patterns and probabilities for Bitcoin. And if you see here what I'm talking about here, Rect Capital is able to draw out some candle chart based on Bitcoin yearly chart. And as you can see here, since the existence of Bitcoin from the very first year, number 1, 2, and 3. So you can see here how it's actually forming a bull flag over here, and then it explodes to the upside. And then you can see that candle number 2 is what I'm talking about. After the flag usually completes, 70% is a 70% probability of success when the pattern kind of goes on its correct way, which is breaking to the upside in this case. And there's a 70% chance that after the flag is complete, that we're going to see a nice retracement. And you can see here on number 2 that this is what's happening, right? So if you cannot see what I'm talking about, here is the flag, right? See, I'm drawing right here live. This is the pole. This is the probability of success, right? So you can see here. Let's see if I have a better color here for you. So you can see here much better. Isa, can you see over here? Look at a nice flag.
Perfect.
Right? And this is Bitcoin for you guys, right? This is all the years. What's happening right now? So we're actually forming another flag over here, right? So you retrace, and now we are on the middle of this other continuation. So people are talking about 2021 as a bull market for the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in general. And this is actually what's happening. This is number 1 of your forming again, a nice run to the upside. And 2022, people talking about the bear market. Well, so if history continues, this is number 2 here, and this is number 2 here. So there's a high probability that the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in general will have a retracement next year. Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
One thing I want to add was, you're showing a perfect example of why a bearish market can actually be part of a bigger bullish pattern. So that's all I want to add.
I know that is fantastic. So we talk about a yearly chart of Bitcoin, right? And you can see that there's a big moves, there's a big probabilities of success, and also there's a lot of profit taking. So this is why you need to know when to exit the market. This is how we do it. What I like to talk about here is ADA. I was looking at ADA yesterday, and this is the daily chart, right? And then if we take a look at what's happening here on the daily chart, every candle is 1 day. So this is not really a flag here, as you can see, but it's a huge consolidation, right? So there is a big move to the upside, consolidation, and a break to the upside. So it kind of forms a sideways flag, but not a perfect picture flag, if you put it this way, right? But you know, again, if we move this to the weekly chart, and you're going to take a look at it over here, I'm going to put ADA, which is Cardano, and we take a look at in a little bit of a longer time frame. So this is the weekly chart of Cardano. Look at it; it's a little bit of a better bull
Mhm.
flag, right? Look at that, right? It's a nice flag. And what happened? Look at it. It completes its flag. Sometimes it goes a little bit more, right? But you don't want to be hanging around the higher, you know, uh, trying to hope or looking for luck for a continuation. You want to see these patterns. You want to trade them. You want to exit. Why? Just because of that, right? There's a huge volatility over here. And look at, there's some crazy news that happened, between yesterday and today, but, you know, you don't care about that. You want to see your pattern, and you want to exit when it's time to exit. Take your money and run. That is the key here, right?
Yeah, one thing, Juliana, I'd like to point out real quick, that long wick that you have at the bottom of the newest candle, that big long red wick.
Uh-huh.
So the last candle, that is emotion. That's emotional trading right there. So what me and Juliana want to do is we want to trade on patterns and probabilities. So the actual solid part of the candle is what you want to trade. The wicks are just emotional people getting sold, stop losses, or people just going, yeah, all
That
in,
is
all out.
fantastic. Very fantastic analysis over here, Isa. People here are panicking because the market has gone so much down or has gone down to a certain level, and they're all selling. While some people, they're, oh my goodness, the price is cheap now. They're buying back again, and you can see that the price has retraced quite a bit here. But between yesterday and today, there has been a lot of volatility in the crypto world. And if you're trading crypto, this is what you expect, some high volatility, and you need to have your entries and exits pre-planned beforehand so that you decrease your risk.
Yes.
Isa, back to you. Anything else you like to add? This is a tutorial, guys, that we're showing to you live on cryptocurrency world, the hot market right now, of how to trade. This is how Isa and I trade on a daily basis. We're looking for patterns. So one of the hardest things that I find about trading bull flags is actually finding good bull flags. There are not many scanners or alerts on bull flags or bear flags because they have a lot of false signals. I see them best when I look at the chart and I can actually see and I can place the stops there. Isa, what is your
Yeah, I
last final thoughts?
I completely agree. Our eyes are our best indicator. You can look at all these indicators, but sometimes you have too many. Just look at it, keep it clean, and you'll see those bull flags. The more you do this, and that's why we really want to just keep bringing this to you guys' attention, and you'll find them.
Perfect. All right, guys. I hope you have enjoyed. This is a little tutorial about how to trade bull flags. We'll have more. And if you're talking about bear flags, you just inverse. Just put the opposite in there if you're going on the short side. Obviously, cryptocurrency right now is a bull market, so there's a lot of bull flags forming right now because it's explosive to the upside. But I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like it, please subscribe. We'll have more tutorials for you so that you enjoy and you give us a like and a nice comment. Thank you for
Yeah,
watching.
and thank you.